The NFL on EA Sports has come to the Twin Cities at U.S. Bank Stadium in downtown Minneapolis. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Miami Dolphins and the Minnesota Vikings. Here's Jason Sanders now to get this one started, and we are underway from downtown Minneapolis. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. Cousins looking to put it up right away. This one brought in by Jefferson. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down. To throw is Cousins. And this one right back into the hands of Jefferson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Cousins in step with Jefferson that time. First down, Vikings. The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Following the pickup of 4, here's second and 6. Cousins. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. He was really focused downfield, but there was really no viable options. The coverage was too good.
And the defense really quickened the tempo of that play with their pass rush because there was nowhere for him to go with the football. The only place he ended up, down on the ground.
Complete. Jefferson the target. On the move past the 40. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Give him 22 there on the third down conversion. So now first and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory down at the 33. Now Cousins. He'll buy some time right. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Well, that was actually throwing game 101 right there. You challenge double coverage like that, you're liable to get burned. Fortunate, that was just incomplete.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
That's a big force incompletion there to bring up third and long, and this defense can still salvage a little momentum by forcing them to kick a field goal because just a few plays ago, they looked like they were headed towards the end zone.
Throw left side, taken in by Jefferson. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that's going to make it fourth down. Fourth down, field goal try coming, so Cousins is off, and on comes Greg Joseph for Minnesota. And that is no good. No good. Wide to the left, and this will remain a scoreless game.
I'm about to say something that seems really obvious, but you hate to see your kicker miss on the opening drive because now you're starting to wonder what goes through his head. Is that going to affect him the rest of the game? Is he going to be able to bounce back? You want to show confidence later? What's going to go on with him right out of the gate with a miss?
Yeah, chance to grab the 3-0 lead here at home. Instead, we remain scoreless. Here's Tagovailoa on first and 10. And this one is incomplete.
That was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
He'll try again from the 36 on second and 10. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. And his throw here is incomplete.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test him early. But it proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a third and 10. play action. Here's Tua. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a good call there. That brings up fourth.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a fourth down. Well done.
Come on, set. Hurry.
Tua on fourth down. To the sideline, and he's got it. They say the feet are down. Yes, the line judge says they're in. That'll be a first down. 18 big yards on that one, and a Miami first.
Mission accomplished on that throw. Slant, pick up the first down. I like how he just put it on the receiver and didn't lead him on that one.
Happened quickly. Defense, not much they could do.
Let's go.
Now Tua on the bootleg here. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 23 yards, the final tally.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Tua now on first down. And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on. That's already the third time they've looked his way on this opening drive. He's caught one of the 3.
That doesn't mean they won't continue to go in that direction. It feels like they think they've got something good going there, and they think those numbers are going to increase.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was not a real confident throw right there, and he's just 2 of 7 to start the game. Now he's going to have to find a groove with a big third down coming up. Let's see if his confidence can increase.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have him looking at 3rd and 10. Tua to throw again. And now another one thrown incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. Pass complete. Now race for the marker. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. Looking to pass. Tua. The quick slant caught. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
And it'll be intercepted. Picked by Cameron Bynum. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. 30, past the 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, really a fantastic play, not only to pick that off, but he had to run a long way, Charles, in the direction to hit pay dirt. He did it, and they've got the first lead.
And that certainly changes the early tone of this game, doesn't it, partner? One moment, they were going to be in early control. Now they just have a few moments to clear their heads and get back out there against an electrified defense.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it.
The conversion is no good.
6-0 our score after 1.
That's the end of the first quarter with the score Vikings 6, Dolphins 0. Greg Joseph to kick off for Minnesota.
Joseph now to kick this one away. Pulls it in at the 13. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And you wonder, I mean, is it even possible, especially for the quarterback, to mentally reset after that quick of a turnaround?
Well, we're certainly going to find out, aren't we? Because that play will stay in your mind, but somehow you have to compartmentalize. Put it aside, pick yourself up, and get moving in the right direction.
Here we go.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Tua sets up to pass it. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. The linebacker Jordan Hicks flying in there for the sack.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began, thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on 1st down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Tua. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach on the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long, and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If you don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and pump the football.
Following the interception, Cousins. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Cousins gives way to Cook. 12 yards there, 1st down Vikings.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense, and on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. Throw caught there by Osborne. Touchdown, Vikings! K.J. Osborne, a 20-yard touchdown. And they are able to add on to their advantage. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? R-A-C?
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
Joseph connects on the extra point, and the lead now stands at 13. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. From the 10. And a mistake on the lateral. It's a loose ball. And I believe he was able to get this back. He was. Boy, after giving up the touchdown, lucky that didn't turn into another.
I didn't do this in college, but I did it in high school. When you return kicks and you lose it yourself, the panic that goes through you and the determination to get the ball back, I don't even know how to describe it. And I think we just saw an example there.
Yeah, and the relief when you get it back like he did.
Yeah, you go to the sidelines, you know you're going to get yelled at, but you can handle it because you got the ball back.
And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Call that a very strong gain.
And the Dolphins 1st down.
Here we go.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. So they'll accept that penalty, and that'll, of course, move the football up the field.
On the set.
On first down, Tagovailoa. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
This defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything.
The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Jordan Hicks. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. So now after the sack, Tua and the Dolphins staring at a 3rd and long. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. He'll get this to his tight end, Gesicki. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the first. They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a 4th and long. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Let's go. On the ball.
Tagovailoa going for it on 4th down. He is going to find Hill here. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Tua. This throw nearly intercepted. The big D lineman almost had it. But 3rd down coming up. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
Already down 2 scores. They're going to go for this rather than settle for 3. They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. And he's got his tight end, Gesicki, in the end zone. Touchdown, Dolphins. From 21 yards away. Jason Sanders now for the extra point. And that'll make it 13-7.
Makes the score, Vikings 13, Dolphins 7. Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field is still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Cousins. Another one on this play for Justin Jefferson. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Buying time to his left. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. To the air again, it's Cousins. Middle of the field to Jefferson. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Third and short yardage, Cousins. Got an open man finding Jefferson. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. 3rd and 4, he did just enough. I mean, just enough to move the chains.
And that's all you're looking for, right? Just want to keep the drive moving. You don't need the big play there. Just get to that marker that you described, and he was able to do just that.
And this play doesn't work at all as he's going to be marked down behind the line after the dive. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Dolphins down on the scoreboard, but they'll have it first as we get going in this 3rd quarter. Takes it at the 7.
Take over first down 10 at their own 14-yard line.
Okay, ready?
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the 3rd quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start, here's another 1st and 10. They fake the handoff, now Tua. Open man downfield is Waddle, he's got it. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
We always talk about the guy who paid off the play, don't we? The guy who caught it or ran it. But how about the elements that go into making a big play? This one in particular, able to scan the field, pocket held up nicely. What a terrific job by the offensive line. The route, well run, and the football, right on the money.
To the end zone, but it's incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yes, let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about.
And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25. So now after the sack, Tua and the Dolphins staring at a 3rd and long. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play. They forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Oh, they pitch to the tight end. It's a fake. They're not going to get it. They try to move the chains with a surprise, but it's a turnover on downs. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. A first down throw for Cousins. This one brought in by Jefferson. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up second and 2 at the 40-yard line.
On second down, Cook. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 2 yards, good enough for a first. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Cousins on first down. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Osborne. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's second and 3. Here's Cousins. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
He's been patient this entire game, waiting for the perfect moment to surprise him with a quarterback keeper. There he catches him off guard and converts his first rush of the game into a first down. Gotta love that efficiency.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10. Now Cousins being chased out left. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25.
It is certainly becoming rarer by the year to see your franchise guy take a hit like that. The defender couldn't believe he had a shot to light him up. So when you take off and run, you have to make sure you can slide, get out of bounds, anything. Just don't leave yourself open to hits like that.
6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So from inside the 20, here's first and 10 at the 18. They run it again with Cook. And he gets this inside the 10 to the 9. It's also a gain of 9. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence.
Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Multiple players getting home there, and it's a loss of 2 on the sack. And this offense on third down today, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Jerome Baker. And the Dolphins are right back in this football game. So good drive with a bad ending, Charles. They move it down the field well. Cannot finish it off, though, as it's intercepted in the end zone.
Deflating, that has got to be the word here, because they were sharp in moving it down the field. But sometimes you start thinking like a touchdown is a given. And it doesn't always work out that way, as we saw there.
After the turnover, it's Tua. This will be caught. It's Waddle. And some room to maneuver. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
Well, this is where an offense needs to show what it's made of. And, in fact, where a quarterback needs to show what he's made of. Trying to engineer a fourth-quarter comeback. And he hits a big one right there.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to be a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Yeah, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. Now a pass dumped off to his running back. And he is going to lose yardage here. 9 yards is the loss on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Tua to throw again. They're going deep for Hill. They got his man complete. And they're going to move it down inside the 25. It's a big play there for Miami. 48 yards.
First down, Miami.
Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. That's going to be caught. Touchdown, Dolphins. Tyreek Hill on the touchdown pass from Tua. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from taking the lead here in the 4th. Now they can boot it through on the always important extra point, and then their defense has to hold up their end of the bargain.
And there's something that you've pointed out in numerous games that we've worked. Okay, the excitement's going on. Everyone's celebrating over there. Who's calling up the defense to make sure they're focused because they still have some work to do?
14, Vikings 13. Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. Yeah, we saw that one up here, CD. Offensive team, they touched that before it went 10 yards.
Obviously such a fine line, letting it go the required 10 yards, but also getting to it before the hands team can. Just didn't time it out right, and that results in a flag.
Cousins to throw. Throw left side, taken in by Jefferson. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Here's Cousins. That's complete. It's Cook. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
Well, they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Ooh, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple of plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Steps away to his left. Complete. Jefferson the target. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. A big play there on the catch and run. 30 yards. And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on 1st and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead. They'll run with Cook. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th. Wow. What a game this has been, and what a drive that was, Charles, to take the lead here late in the 4th quarter.
And partner, that's a job well done by everyone, from the players to the guys calling the plays. And if I may introduce just one downside to the mix, might be a little bit too much time left. Enough on the clock for a final last-ditch effort to try and steal this win away.
19, Dolphins 14.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Tagovailoa. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield with man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
Tua. He's got it complete to Waddle. And some space here. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15.
And the Dolphins 1st down.
Here's Tua. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Tua. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. This defense, they just continue to feast. 5 sacks now as a unit. It's been quite an afternoon getting to the quarterback.
And we're seeing it come from a variety of places as well. Sometimes just the guys up front getting to him. Other times you add extra guys rushing the quarterback, twists and stunts.
On a huge mistake late, it's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And the Vikings have just about sewn up this football game. Well, that puts a little bit of a wrinkle in their comeback bid.
Yeah, everything had turned around for them, hadn't it? I mean, things were now going their way. But you didn't mention it's a wrinkle in their comeback bid. It's not the death knell for them by any stretch, but now they've got some extra work to do in order to climb all the way back.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Second and 12 at the 42-yard line.
What a ball game this was. What an atmosphere this was. And the home team getting the late touchdown, getting the victory, and now everybody in this building can file away with smiles on their faces.
And what do real estate people tell us all the time? It's location, location, location. So being at home, that could be a big deal because remember, they were down to their final chance to retake the lead. That home field advantage, I think it helped fuel all what happened for them down the stretch. A huge win.
We are about 10 miles or so southwest of downtown Los Angeles at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Los Angeles Chargers. Charles and I have been looking forward to this one all week, and we are underway in Southern California. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. First play, first pass for Brady. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up second. And they get to him right out of the gate. And this defense hoping that that's a harbinger of things to come.
Yeah, when you give up a first-play sack, makes your quarterback wonder if he's going to go to the sidelines and talk with his offense coordinator and head coach and say, hey, you know that game plan we put together? We might need to change it right now.
Now a pass hauled in downfield. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That one good for 26 and a first down. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. That throw by Brady, incomplete.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
Looking back to the air on second down, it's Brady. The pass is caught by Cade Otton. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. The Bucs passing game looking good on this drive. It's a first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations. But a guy of his size, you can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
So 8 yards on the completion there, and they'll be left with second and a couple. To throw is Brady. And he's going to have the hook up to Gage. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Give him 30 yards there. First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. The quick slant caught. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's second and goal.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. Big play forthcoming. Here's third and goal. Here's Brady to throw. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Cameron Brate from 6 yards away. And the Buccaneers will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point up and good by Suckup. And that makes the score 7-0.
Buccaneers 7, Chargers 0.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. DeAndre Carter now from his end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, first and 10 at their own 22. And now the Bucs deciding to take a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On first down, Justin Herbert.
He'll get this out wide to Eckler.
So nothing doing there, and that's going to bring up second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or 2 miss, but that window closed quickly. And the Buccaneer defense for the second straight play, flexing its muscle by forcing a loss. Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. He'll get this to Eckler. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that will bring up second down. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Working with 2nd and 5 now. Herbert will give this one to Eckler.
And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point, and they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
Trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it.
And the Buccaneers are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10.
Right up to that point, I was about to say he's had a pretty good half catching the football, but let's just be honest about it. He should have caught that one.
And he knows that. That was one right in his breadbasket and one he normally catches. Brady will try again on 2nd down. Looking left side, and it's complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. And in 2 plays just like that, they're already operating in the red zone.
Running their plays over and over during the week can often get robotic for an offense, but on game day they can often flow smoothly, as that one just did.
Into the red zone, it's Brady. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Julio Jones. A 14-yard touchdown.
And the Bucs have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
Extra point put through by Succop. And that'll make the score 14-0.
14. Chargers, nothing.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
From his end zone, here comes Carter. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Herbert. On the screen, this is Eckler. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And that'll make it 3rd and 13. Here's Herbert. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Herbert now. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
The quarterback got away with one there. Looked like he was in line for a pick, but instead is knocked harmlessly to the turf.
Again, Herbert. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him, but his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. And that will be incomplete as well.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
On 4th down, Herbert. He rifles one that's intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it. And the Bucs are going to take possession of the football. 1:52 to play until halftime. The best starting field position you could possibly have. 1st and goal from the 1. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Leonard Fournette punching it in from a yard away. And the Buccaneers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. So they brought the extra bulk in down on the 1-yard line, and they're able to push this one across.
Yeah, I can just see your face right now because I know we're mind melding on this one. Coach Madden would love this. Power football, hat on a hat, chest to chest, driving forward, touchdown.
Chargers, nothing.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. From his end zone, here comes Carter. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
And it's out. He put it on the carpet. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. And so the last 3 drives, you've got 2 interceptions and a fumble. I think we know why they're losing right now.
Without question, and we've seen the evidence, just what you talked about there. If they take care of the football, number 1, maybe they're not having this deficit. And number 2, maybe they actually have the lead.
Brady's throw there, incomplete.
I'll give them credit winning that first snap and forcing an incompletion. They're hoping that'll deflate the offense a little bit if they took the field charged up after taking over after a turnover.
Meanwhile, Brady's throw here into the hands of Jones. And he'll work this down inside the 30.
Brady's pass complete to Julio Jones. A 7-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Play action. Now it's Brady. And that is incomplete.
Textbook coverage right there. Played the ball, never lost sight of where it was headed, and stayed in perfect position to make a play on it. Able to keep the receiver and the quarterback in his sight lines.
Brady going to go on 4th down. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
Well, partner, that was a heck of a play right there because there is no chance that he was the primary receiver on that play. Definitely checked it down to him and just said, please, help us out, make a play.
Now White lost the football, but it looks like a Buccaneer was able to corral it. Yes, the Bucs have it. Tampa Bay keeps the possession. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break.
Chargers, nothing.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Chargers going to get the football first here in this second half, and they trail as we get back underway. From his end zone, here comes Carter. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Charger drive about to get going. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
Meanwhile, Herbert's throw there complete to Allen. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
It's a gain of 21 yards. And the Chargers the first down.
Herbert setting up to throw on 1st down. Going back to Allen. He's got him again. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. A give. Eckler running to the right. And now off to the races. Down the right side. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown.
I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They've done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
And they'll have Herbert try and throw for it. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Popular down near the goal line. Quick slant. Nice job there to get in, knock it away.
It was. And one of the other things you're concerned about when you throw that route is to make sure your offensive linemen use their leverage to get the hands of the defensive front down so you can throw it through that little bit of crowd and get it to the receiver. In this event, they did, but a nice play by the defender knocking it away.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
Now a play fake. Brady. And brought in by Brady. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
A gain of 16 yards. 1st down, Tampa Bay.
Fakes the give to Fournette. Now Brady. It's caught by Mike Evans. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
A gain of 15.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 right at the 40. Now Brady. Caught on the right side by Jones. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. This a 2nd and 7 from the 37. Again, it's Brady. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Kenneth Murray coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. Brady to throw for it on 4th down. Crossing route, and he hits his man. It's Jones. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
We always talk about big-time players make big-time plays in big-time moments. I think that 4th down qualified. That was a heck of a throw.
On play action, it's Brady. That is caught. It's Chris Godwin. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Chris Godwin, 28 yards. And the Buccaneers will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Extra point up and good by Suckup. And the lead opens up now to 22 points.
Chargers 6.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. From his end zone, here comes Carter. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Charger drive about to get going. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Draw play. It's Eckler trying to run inside, but nothing there. Officially nothing on that one. No gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. On Herbert, his 3rd interception. Picked up by Jamel Dean. And the Buccaneers are going to take possession of the football. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Fournette, a 1st down carry. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down. We have played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Throwing now is Brady. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much. The 4th quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. They'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 4th down.
That play was well covered. Just tried to check it down. Unfortunately, not able to find any yardage on that one.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And this one will not work out. It is incomplete. It would have been a long field goal. The fake doesn't work out. And the Charger defense stands tall, and they get the football back. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's got room at the 30. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. Here's Herbert. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
On second and goal, Herbert. This is caught. Touchdown. Keenan Allen with a touchdown reception from Justin Herbert. And the Chargers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. Well, they needed 3 scores to have any chance. There's the first of the 3 as they get into the end zone.
Yeah, Brandon, I think that our guys at Next Gen Stats in charge of the win probability are probably saying your chances still aren't great. But now, you still got more than 3 minutes to go. You got to focus on the task at hand, which is going to be getting the football back as quickly as possible.
Now the Charger offense will stay on the field as they'll line up to go for the 2-point try. They'll look to throw. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further.
Chargers 14.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken just shy of the 10.
The Bucs take over first down 10.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. In his own end zone, it's Brady. Throw left side, hauled in by Otten. They get 9 there, and in the process escaping their end zone, picking up a first down. And looking to put this game on ice in the fourth quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. Brady going to throw here. This is caught by Evans. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Brady. And Brate, the tight end's got it. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Brady gives this to White.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line, and I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. 7 yards there and a first down. Starting to look like this drive, it may be the final nail in the coffin.
Well, this is why you work out so hard, right? This is why you spend all that time in the offseason. This is why you have those OTAs and mini camps for these situations, these scenarios, to run someone into the ground and secure a victory.
Now, hold on.
Why would they decline that, Charles?
I don't have a good answer for you, but let's work the math here a little bit. If you take the penalty, you get 5 yards. Minimum.
You're in the positive in the yardage, and you get to rerun the down you just had.
I like that. I like that little extra on top of the whole thing. This makes 0 sense.
Wait, set.
Victory formation now for the Buccaneers. Down to a knee they go. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up second down. Oh, he fakes the spike. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Can we go back to the days where if you tapped your wrist as a quarterback, that just meant you're going to spike the ball, not fake spike it and try and get something downfield? They just tried it there, and it wasn't successful, but I know what you're thinking, right?
Dan Marino, Jets, 90s.
Yeah, without a doubt. His Dolphins got over on him. They faked the spike play, thought they were going to stop the clock, end up throwing a nice pass for a touchdown, I believe.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
But when you're up by 2 scores in the fourth quarter and you're going to throw the football, expect to see a lot of man coverage because usually what comes along with man coverage is pressure. So if you're a play caller and you want to keep throwing the football, that's fine. Just make sure your offensive line understands they're going to get additional guys running at the quarterback. These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Leonard Fournette, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bucs go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points.
Is it okay if I break one of our rules, partner, which is to never call a game over until it's over? Because this certainly feels like it's over after that drive.
Yeah, that was... Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it.
The conversion is no good on the fake.
I have to admit, I'm scratching my head a little bit here trying to make sense of what I just saw. Number one, huge lead. Just kick the extra point and be done with it. Number two, if you are going to go for 2, just line up and go for it from the 2-yard line. Why make it so difficult? That's a long way to go to try and pick up some points.
So now the possession will begin at the 35 after the errant kickoff.
Well, that's certainly one way to avoid a dangerous kick returner, I suppose, but you are giving up extra yardage, that's for sure. Because if you put it out of the end zone, they start at the 25. So at a minimum, you're giving up 10 yards to the offense.
He's got a man, complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. So time has run out on what will be a Tampa Bay victory. And we talked so much about the turnover battle determining who wins and who loses. This game, no exception. They didn't turn the ball over at all, and they go on to victory.
They look like a smooth operation in this one, didn't they? Because you look at every facet of the game, they handled their business. Offense took care of the football, converted it into points. Defense took the ball away, gave it back to the offense. Special teams, right there with them. That's the type of game a coach is going to really love and value. And when they show the film, they have to be careful not to give out too many kudos and kill their motivation going forward.
NFL is on EA Sports, and we are in Silicon Valley at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Tonight, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Seattle Seahawks and the San Francisco 49ers. Robbie Gould's got it on the tee. He kicks it off, and here we go from Levi's Stadium. DJ Dallas to return it from his end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Now Gino on first down. Setting up the screen here. This is Walker. 7 yards there on the first down screen play.
And a really nice play call there to start the drive, especially if you're a team that has a little bit of a reputation for throwing it downfield. You come out and you think maybe you can catch them off guard a little bit, and they did. Little screen pass, backdoored them, and that time worked well for a solid gain.
Play action. It's Smith. That's complete to his running back, Dallas. And he is going to lose yardage here. A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. From the gun, here's Smith. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Dre Greenlaw getting home on that one. But defensively, you really can't script the start much better. You get a 3 and out and a sack.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that. They kept them short of a first down on 1st and 2nd down. And then on 3rd down, they pick up a sack. What tremendous momentum for them to start this game.
The Seahawks take over first.
Here we go, here we go.
On first down, Smith. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Tashawn Gibson. And the 49ers are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the...
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Darrell Taylor got in there to drop him. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Uchenna Nwosu. And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. After the interception, here's Smith. And this is caught at the 8. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up 1st and goal.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Now Smith. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga. And the Niners are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. A turnover's obviously, Charles, always costly, but man, when you throw those interceptions in the end zone like that, it really stings.
He tried to fit that one into his tight end, and I often use the expression NFL open, which means a tighter window. Down near the goal line, you really want him to be open. In this case, it cost him.
And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20.
Hadn't met a quarterback yet that didn't enter the league with a massive chip on his shoulder if he wasn't a first-round pick. They want to show the league that they made a big mistake. Determined to get the first down there, no hesitation at all to tuck it and go. I bet he would have tried running through their entire defense if it meant reaching that marker.
Now a man open down the middle of the field.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, Something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open. That makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football. My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the Seahawks are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. Good starting field position here for the Seahawks as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. On the throw led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Smith, an incomplete pass on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and 10.
Let's go.
Geno now to throw. It's caught. Lockett. And he's got some Tyler Lockett. It's a big play there for Seattle. 49 yards. Here we go now on 1st and goal. Here's Walker. And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Kenneth Walker taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Seahawks take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Myers connects on the PAT, and it's now a 7-0 game. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Here's McLeod from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. He's got a man. Complete. The 20. Touchdown, 49ers. George Kittle, an 80-yard touchdown. And the 49ers are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Dallas now to return it from his end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
At their own 15-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
Yeah, we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. He's got a man, complete. He's at the 40, 20. Touchdown, Seahawks. Well, that's a heck of a response to regain the lead after we had seen the touchdown to tie the game.
I would say what we just saw there was a great amount of poise, because typically when teams tie the game up, it's a little bit of a, how would you say, you kind of take a step back and have to get yourself regrouped. They regrouped in a hurry, didn't they? They attacked back after they'd been tied.
And in a big way, that was a statement-long touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Purdy looking to throw on first down here. And that is incomplete.
But one thing we certainly know, he likes to take those risks deep downfield during games, coverage or not. The coverage was there on that one. No catch, but he's also fortunate. No turnover either.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Purdy. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. Purdy off the play fake. He'll fire this deep for Ayuk. And it's complete. In the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. Brandon Ayuk. 42 yards. And the Niners are an extra point away from evening this one up. Gold with the extra point, and we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Dallas now to return it from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. But right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
Smith, an incomplete pass on first down. Now it's 2nd and 10. Now Geno. He's got his big tight end, Fant. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. Now it's Smith. He's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up 4th.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they...
And it's a fake here on 4th and inches. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. Anxious moments there on the fake, but they do get just enough to pick up the first down. Throwing now is Geno. And his throw is incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Smith. This is the tight end Fant. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
Back to throw, Smith. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Well, he's been the guy already over 100 yards here in the first half. Could have had a lot more if he would have been able to haul that one in.
In fact, our statistician Marvin was already handing me a piece of paper with that yardage totaled on it. He thought that catch was going to happen just as you and I did as well. On 4th down, Smith.
with a grab over the middle. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. Both sides were holding their breath there on that fourth down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front. But somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. Another try after the first down sack. Smith.
Looking for Lockett, and he's got him working his way free across the middle.
And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 41-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. On first down, it's Smith. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
What will look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Smith, an incomplete pass on first down. Now it's 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted.
Picked off by Fred Warner.
And the 49ers are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway as they will take over here with a little more than 30 seconds remaining. On first down, it's Purdy. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Smith. And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin.
And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Now a first down throw. It's Smith. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
Good defensive call right there because they had someone shadowing him along his entire route. And he was right there ready to provide a hit that prevents him from making another catch to his big start.
To throw again on second down. Smith. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Now a tough spot for Geno Smith and company after the sack. It's 3rd and long. They'll look to throw here. And he's got the speedster Goodwin.
Oh, he's going to be brought down there in the field of play. And the clock will run, no timeouts. They will not have the chance to bring out the field goal unit.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard.
Here's McLeod from his end zone.
Well, now how about this return?
And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Quandre Diggs.
And the Seahawks are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line.
Oh, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
Off of play action, here's Smith. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Tyler Lockett was the target there, and that'll bring up second down. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
On 2nd and 10, Smith. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And he will bring this one back. It's a fumble return for a 49er touchdown. So many times tight games decided by one big play. You know, a lot of times, of course, it's the offense. Here, it's the defense coming up huge.
And you know head coaches walk around locker rooms, walk around bench areas saying, guys, somebody make a play. It's a cliche, but it applies here.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return.
Dallas now to return it from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they have done themselves absolutely no favors to earn a win today in this one, Charles. The turnover woes continue. On that last drive, they had that fumble that led to a touchdown.
And Brandon, I would say they have a mission on this drive, and bottom line is protect the football, just put together something that they can let the last drive go. Yeah, it was a bad play. They gave up points, but that doesn't mean it has to go that way the rest of this ball game. Do what you do best on offense and try and put the ball in the end zone yourself.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception.
Picked off by Fred Warner. And the Niners are going to take possession of the football.
All right, Brandon. Normally when you hear about guys making 2 interceptions in the game, you're thinking, must be a free safety, maybe a corner. How about getting 2 picks out of one of your linebackers? Again, he's just in the right place at the right time. And that's another great play to come away with the football. That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
Escaping the pressure right. He's going to fire one, corner of the end zone. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco.
Juwan Jennings.
42 yards.
And the 49ers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Gold able to tack on the extra point. And the lead now up to 14. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Dallas now to return it from his end zone.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
Okay, ready?
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Ready?
To throw is Smith. Catch is made by Metcalf.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
So the ball moves from their own 41 to the other 41 here for 1st and 10. Smith now to throw. And down he goes. The 49ers get there.
Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ball game. I don't know what else can be said about this pass rush. They have been sensational. CD, that is now 6 sacks for them.
And how many times do we talk to offensive coordinators and they say a sack as a result of everyone on offense not doing their job? But let's be honest about this one. This is the offensive line unable to counter the pass rush. They've been teeing off all game long.
Three.
After the sack on 1st down, Smith out to the right. He gets it to Lockett.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. And that will be incomplete.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes,
and he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Seahawks go for it but can't convert. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they've got the lead here getting late into the 3rd quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that. But the rushing game, almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Here's Purdy. Got a man. That's Ayuk.
And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown.
Brock Purdy.
A 15-yard touchdown run.
And the Niners have put this one to bed.